You gotta admit, even a year later, that's still so cool. Even though the Steam Deck is now a expensive handheld, I still got some vids I still want to drop for y'all on the Steam Deck. And this will be for all the current owners who own a Steam Deck, or anyone who happened to get a Steam Deck secondhand cheap somewhere else. So if you got it for a really good value, I saw one person was able to get the OLED for like what, $200 somewhere. So if you can find secondhand, now is the time to do so. If you want to experience a Steam Deck, if you haven't really experienced one yet, or if you haven't experienced one yet, or let's say you're still a beginner to using the Steam Deck, so you don't know how to do stuff like deckyloader, and there's a lot of stuff you can do with it. But still, yeah, I'll be going over my top 5 deckyloader plugins that I use on a daily basis. And before anyone comments down below, yes, this will be a part 2 type of series. So there will be another video after this because there's a lot of deckyloader plugins. So there will be one more video covering this topic after this one. There are plenty of videos out there to show you how to install deckyloader. So I'll link some resources down below. Anyways, let's get right to it. First one we got is Animation Changer. What Animation Changer does is that it changes the boot, suspend, and the throbber animations of the Steam Deck. For boot, that's how I was able to get all them crazy different types of boot animations. Anything from like Adult Swim to BO3, Cowboy Bebop, Cyberpunk, the PS2 thing that you saw in the very beginning video, and much more that are on here. For the suspend, I have it's your boy Jabba, so this is what it looks like. It all it does is that, like, it shows us like a little screen. I wish it was like more full screen, but for some reason all of them are kind of like small. But they have like a bunch of other ones, like say like Mario for the Wii, or let's say like Cyberpunk, or the classic Discord leave sound that we all know. I don't think I ever used a throbber one though, so yeah, for Animation Changer, I'll just show like 3 because I literally have to restart the Steam Deck every time I do that. But yeah, that's basically what Animation Changer can do. Next up will be Audio Loader. So I don't know if y'all can already hear from the sound coming from the Steam Deck. That's Audio Loader. So I have it set to PS2 sounds. You can change it to a bunch of stuff, like let's say I don't know, PS5. Now my Steam Deck sounds like a PS5 or the PSP. You can also have stuff from the legacy features, such as having the ambience from the PS2 or PS3 or Wii U. So you can have like the background sound from the Wii U gamepad. I don't know if I can hear that really well. Or let's say PS5. You can change this up to PS5 sounds. So now it sounds like I'm on a PS5. Crazy. So what other background song? I got the 3DS as well. Bunch of nostalgia here, man. Just a bunch of nostalgia. I like Audio Loader because it pairs well with the Animation Changer for a theme you got going on. So for mine, I was going with all PS2 for my stuff. So basically got a whole PS2 thing going on. I have the ambience out for PS2 because I don't really use it that much, but I use the actual sound more for that. Alright, next up is the CSS Loader. And this is how you're gonna like customize your Steam Deck's look. So I personally use my own thing. I have it titled LCD Hero because, as you can see, when I turn it off, the whole look of the Steam Deck will change back to default. So my brother, he showed me how to like have like my own custom feel for it. There are other custom things you can do on here, which you can download straight from the store itself. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, you can do it with everything else as well, from audio loader to the animation changer as well. My bad if I forgot to show those, but yeah, it shows you a bunch of things you can do to just change the actual layout of the Steam Deck. You can add things, remove things. You can like make the home screen look clean, make it look like a Nintendo Switch home screen if you're into that. And you can just change a whole bunch of other things from the battery and much more. It's insane what you can do with it. But for me, I have this whole custom thing I made right here where I have like a different type of gradient right here. My home screen has like the game right here with a background with it, so it feels like a bit more different. And this also works when you actually change the actual artwork. So let's say you change to something that's animated. I have all my stuff static at the moment, but if it was animated, oh here we go, it'll look like something like this. I think I did the same thing for Batman too. I'm not sure. But the only reason why I don't use anything that's animated is because it makes the Steam Deck lag really bad, as you can see right here. Awesome. So you see you're catching like the real glance of why you probably shouldn't use animated stuff for your artwork, because it would lag, especially if it's something like Spider-Man 2. It'll lag pretty bad. That's why I try and use like static images in the background instead of the actual video. So CSS Loader is a good way of changing literally the whole entire look of your Steam Deck in so many freaking ways, including like just changing the colors of your battery icon as well. I don't know if I can see that up there. I'll be able to do that. Change the colors of the UI. It's amazing. I like it. All right, next up, this one's gonna be a little bit of a small one, but it's one that I personally appreciate since I don't have a OLED Steam Deck. I have the LCD Steam Deck, so to kind of like boost up the colors, I use Vibrant Deck, which I use to just turn up the vibrancy of my games and just the screen itself, since I don't have an OLED screen. Again, you know the story why I never got an OLED Steam Deck. Pretty sad, but then, you know, literally the moment I made an unboxing video on the Steam Deck, y'all were saying in the comments that the Steam Deck OLED went back in stock, and now months later, or no, like a year later, yeah, a year later, now the Steam Deck is unaffordable in general. Crazy how life works, man. Crazy how life works, man. It's crazy. Now for the very last plugin. For all my Apple users out there, you can use your AirPods with your Steam Deck. And I don't mean no like, you know, regular Bluetooth type of way, even though that is the case. You can use your own like controls, like how you turn on noise canceling or transparency mode or whatnot. You can do all that with the Steam Deck natively with this plugin. Well, not natively, but you know what I mean. You can do all that with the Steam Deck itself. So basically what you want to do is just go and download that. It should look like this right here, MagicPods. So I gotta, hopefully I have some juice on here. See here? Okay, so my AirPods right there. And they should connect. Oh, I have to turn on. There you go. So hopefully it works. Okay, there you go. Yeah, see, it detects my AirPod Pros. So it shows the case is about dead. It has a charger for left and right, and just the controls you can change for ambient and noise control, all that too. So that's pretty cool. You can do that on there, and it uses the actual Apple codec on there. It can different codecs as well for the quality that you're getting with the AirPods. So I personally like using this a lot whenever I'm traveling with my Steam Deck and I can't use my other earbuds. Well, I can't use my other earbuds with it, but it's like this one right here, I can like just control everything as if to say Valve partner with freaking Apple. That's what it kind of feels like, even though it's a lot of talented developers that made this. It's like you know, deckyloader itself is a community-driven tool to basically mod your Steam Deck in any way, shape, and form you like, and the devs work really hard to make all these cool plugins. So shout out to them for making everything. And I want to get into a bonus that I wanted to talk about. It's not working no more, so unfortunately I can't show you how it works, but basically it was called the game theme music. So basically it doesn't work no more. I updated my Steam Deck around June. I had like a lot of errors and a lot of problems where I couldn't even open Red Dead Redemption 2 on my Steam Deck for a good month or two because of these updates that been pushed out to the Steam Deck, but it broke like Decky Loader, which does happen unfortunately a lot with Decky Loader. It can get broken with each update depending on how you do your updating and stuff. But I messed up one time, and Decky Loader, I had to do something to reinstall it without losing all of my stuff on it, and it worked. So ever since then, I've been very careful with my updates and stuff with my Steam Deck and Decky Loader itself. But yeah, with game theme music, you could basically just have like the music of each game. So let's say if I were to, you know how you hear on a PS5, and let's say you go to, I don't know, but yeah, let's say if I were to go to something like, I don't know, GTA, it'll play the GTA 5 music that will be in the background on the PS5. It would normally play it, so you would locate it by just hitting the setting icon. It'll be right here underneath change artwork, and I'll be getting into how to change the artwork in a different video, part 2 of this basically. But yeah, basically it will have like the actual GTA sound and the PS5 playing in the background, which I felt to be pretty cool, especially for Red Dead Redemption 2. It'll just play the hey, oh, hey, oh, you know that song that at the end of the world. I don't even know how the lyrics go, but you know, amazing performance from that song. That soundtrack's pretty good. So I was having it on every time, and now it's disabled and permanently killed off at the moment. I don't know. Hopefully there'll be some people in the comments that can tell me how to fix that, because that was one of the best ones I liked on it, because it just had like the little background sound on there, especially for like Sonic Racing Crossroads and other stuff like that has really good soundtracks. So you know, it is what it is, y'all. All right, everyone, that'll do it all for my top 5 Decky Loader plugins video. If y'all enjoyed the video, let me know what was your favorite plugin in the video, and if there's anything I may have gotten wrong, please do not hesitate to let me know in the comments as well. And we're all community here when it comes to this. I know the price increases have been very heavy on the gaming community, especially with everything that Sony is currently doing and Xbox, and it's just price increases left and right. I mean, I've literally made a whole short on the whole Steam Deck thing if y'all want to check that out. But basically, yeah, it's a very stressful time to be a gamer. Games costing $80 to $100 plus. I mean, you know what I mean. Like when I say $100 plus, I'm talking about for them premium edition things in the game, and sometimes it's not really worth it to pay the extra money. So trust me, y'all, I feel y'all, it's tough out here, and I don't think it's gonna get much better. Join the Discord if you want to join in on the Steam Deck topics and just gaming handheld topics as well in my Discord. And yeah, I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.